Hi. Folks that know me are probably shaking their heads right now, knowing all the Hammond organs I've gone through. Make a long story short, about 5 years ago, I got exposed to a guy playing a B3 in church. I was playing piano in conjunction with him playing B3, and I just fell in love with the sound. I always had a Hammond sound on my keyboards, and I thought that was good enough. Had a Hammond years and years ago and forgotten how rich the sound is, and I was just settling for what I had in my keyboards. But then I got exposed to this guy on a B3, and I just got addicted. I had to have a Hammond. So I'm in a church. My first Hammond there was a Spinet, a T-Series. It was transistorized, and after doing a little research, I found that in order to get close to the B3 or the console sound, I had to have the tube organ with the tone generator. They started to change drastically when they came out with transistors. So I went from that to an M100 series, and then I got an L series, which I still have up in my music room, and trying to upgrade and get close to the Hammond B3 sound or the C3 sound. And finally I got an M3. I actually went through quite a few M3s to get one that worked well. I had M3s that this wouldn't work, that wouldn't work. I get them for free or next to nothing on Craigslist, and eventually we got an M3 in our church that I like a lot, but I still always, my dream was to have that big, gorgeous Hammond sound. So I'm watching Craigslist one day, and here's this Hammond right here. Ladies, going to sell it on Craigslist. Turns out this organ belonged to her brother, who passed away 13 years ago at an early age. And she's just now getting to where she can part with the organ and some of his other instruments and stuff. You know, being close to her brother just has a lot of sentimental value to her. And so I shot her an email and said, would you consider donating it to the church? Because these are vintage organs and they can bring a lot of money, and it seems nobody on Craigslist is giving them away. And you can't blame them. But we communicated a few times, and she did some investigating and discovered that yes, I really am a keyboard player in a church, and the organ really will go into a church, and then I'm just as serious about my music as her brother was. Fanatical would be, we were both fanatics, and both did the same kind of things. He's constantly rewiring stuff, and I'm the same way. I'm always, if I see something, I gotta have it, check it out, fix it up, work it. I've got this thing, if you look behind me, we're in my wood shop, and I have to shove everything aside, but I got it hooked up to the outer two columns of speakers. That's just how I am. I'm kind of crazy when it comes to music. But she's allowing me to fix this up so we can put it in our church, and I don't want to mention names because this is going on YouTube, and I don't like public domain to be talking about names, but she knows who she is, and I'm really grateful. And I just want to give you a demo on how glorious this thing sounds. Give her a second to heat up. It took some doing. This baby sat 13 years. She didn't want to run. But she does more than run. I always wanted to do this with a big Hammond. This funky sound there. this is a $1 grand instrument. Alrighty. What do you think?